Hey people, it is Saturday, June the 11th, and the time is 1:45 in the afternoon, and the temperature is supposedly 23 degrees Celsius, but it feels a bit cooler now that the clouds have come over and they look like they might be threatening rain at any moment, and I have felt a few drops. But I'm here, just approaching Shooter Street at the end of my block, or the end of my street, and I'm with Megan, who's here in town.
Hello.
And we're going to make our way down to Queen Street, which is just on the other side of Moss Park here. And then we'll be walking west along Queen Street all the way to the Portland Street area with a pit stop at a bead store on the way. But we'll be making our way to a new store that is opening on Queen Street called Happy Soul, which is a crystal store that Meghan used to work at in another location on Bloor Street. So they are opening up a Queen Street location, so Meghan wanted to go check it out. So we'll just take a walk along Queen Street here from the east side and over to the west side of downtown. And this is Moss Park right here. And hopefully it doesn't rain on us. I do have an umbrella at hand, just in case.
Let's hope it doesn't rain.
There are potential thunderstorms in the forecast.
Let's hope not.
Yep. So this is Shooter Street. But we'll be taking this pathway to go down to Queen Street. And Meghan is wearing another dress that she made. This one's nice bright yellow, sunshiny dress.
It's my sun goddess gown. It's the one, I told you this already, Ken, but I'll tell the video. I saw it at Free People for like $215, and the Free People version was like made out of rayon and polyester. So I thought I could just make that for less. So I bought $50 worth of this silk, and it's like just 100% silk. And I made the exact same dress for $50 in a color that I love, in a much better fabric. So I'm very pleased with myself.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, it just feels like a superpower.
And I'm just wearing my usual jeans and a t-shirt.
Well, you look nice.
The
though.
fashion
Here,
plate that I am.
I'll turn the camera on you.
Oh, okay.
Look at Ken. Doesn't he look sexy? Yeah, there you go. That shirt is very nice on you.
Value Village, baby.
Oh yeah. I love Value Village.
The jeans and the shirt are both from Value Village.
You can find really good stuff there.
I hear some Phil Collins. Yeah.
That's Phil Collins?
Yeah.
He did the whole soundtrack for Tarzan, the Disney version.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, have you seen Tarzan?
No.
Oh my gosh. We need to catch you up on movies. Have you seen the Shrek movies?
The first one.
But you haven't seen... Okay, you've seen at least one, so that's good.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
No.
We gotta watch those.
But I guess I can work on it.
I suppose those ones might be tolerable.
They're so fun. If you like swashbuckling type of adventures, this is a good.
Yeah.
They're good to watch.
I just have a aversion to corniness, so as long as they're not corny, I could probably
Well, like they
enjoy
are corny,
them.
but they're
Yeah.
corny on purpose.
Well,
Like they're not.
there's a fine line. But yeah, I think they might be something I could enjoy. I know I have seen clips of them and stuff like that, and they seem fun enough.
Yeah, they're really fun.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp is so good in them. Captain Jack Sparrow, he's like the comic relief.
But you haven't seen Edward Scissorhands yet.
No, I have not.
So maybe we could do a Johnny Depp movie night. We could watch the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and then Edward Scissorhands.
I'm totally down for that. There's like how many? There's like there's like
There's a guy across the street telling Meghan that she's a beautiful girl. Yes.
I'm not quite sure how to respond, but I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's definitely on something, but hey, it's still a compliment, right? Yeah. Although nowadays, you never know if that's a compliment or not. Or a threat.
I mean, depends entirely on who says it.
Right, yeah.
Hey, look, no sidewalk goes unobstructed.
Oh my God.
There it is.
This is what happens. Now even Meghan knows my catchphrases now.
Yep.
Yep.
Of course I know your catchphrases. I'm dating you.
Yeah.
I can't date you and not know your catchphrases.
This is Jarvis Street. See, now this corner here is ripe for redevelopment, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing standing here that is worth preserving.
I was just thinking that, like,
Yeah.
it just looks like...
It's literally shacks. They're not much more than shacks.
that, like, tires.
Yeah.
Place.
I'm surprised there's not already a proposal here, because it's happening. This end of town is springing up with new buildings, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they tearing that down or just redoing the inside?
They're building a new tower there, but they're retaining that building, right?
Good.
Like this whole facade here, they're retaining it. Yeah.
Good. Okay. As they should.
Yeah, because that's an awesome building.
It is.
Yeah.
1875.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of that.
But there'll be a tall building popping up now
Oh, okay.
above it.
Well, I mean, it's good that they retain the facade.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. Maybe even more than the facade. They might be retaining the structure, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like they're just redoing the inside
Yeah.
and then, like, adding on to it,
Hmm.
which is cool. That's what should be done.
And this will be a 51-story building, I think.
Oh, wow.
So this is going to be
The one next to it, too?
very tall. The one next to it will be a bit shorter. I think about half the height.
Wow.
But this one is going to tower over this whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be, like, the biggest thing in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Got some gum.
No thanks. I came here years ago to meet up with a friend who was in town, and I thought it was an insufferably pretentious hipster hangout. Yeah.
So I was just thinking, oh, I'd like to go there.
Yeah.
But I enjoy pretentious places.
Really?
Yeah.
It's too like back heavy, right? Like the front is so light.
Another tall building is going right here where this yellow building is. So they're going to retain this building also, but they're also going to restore it to its former exterior. Like, it never used to be all yellow siding. It used to be a brick building under
I
there.
was gonna say it looks like someone just slapped on that
Yeah.
siding. And
So
it
they're
doesn't
gonna
look that good.
restore it to its original, you know, glory, and then they're gonna build another tall 50-plus story building on top of it.
Yes, they should.
Yeah. And here's Church Street.
Something smells really good. Something smells like bacon and I want to eat it.
Yeah.
Is it hard to give up bacon when you become a vegetarian?
No, I just stopped eating it. That's it.
You have like an unusually high amount of discipline though.
Yeah. I just said, well, that's it. No more. And that was it.
That was that.
Yep.
I think I would be okay to give up bacon, but it's seafood that I would miss.
Right.
Like if you told me I could never eat octopus again, that would be sad.
So far it's been a bit quiet here, walking through downtown. Not a lot of people on the streets, but that might change once we get over to Queen Street West.
I'm sure it will.
This part of Queen Street has never really been busy. It's sort of the forgotten section of Queen Street.
It hasn't been like built up as much as other parts of Queen Street too.
Yeah, that's just starting to happen now.
Yeah. Like there's kind of that pocket, like if you go like Queen East, like around like Riverdale, like that area.
Yeah.
That's really built up.
Yeah, Queen doesn't get interesting heading east until you go over the Don River, really.
Yeah, and then you got that part of Queen. And then you have like Queen West, so like west of Spadina, that's
right.
where a lot of activity is. But there's kind of that like central part of Queen Street that doesn't have much going on.
Yeah, like Corktown is nice along Queen Street.
Yeah.
The buildings are nice and all that sort of thing, but the mix of businesses isn't as dynamic, I guess.
Yeah.
The level of pedestrian activity is a lot lower because it has that sketch factor still in effect
Yeah.
that it's always had on that side of downtown, right?
Yeah, so it has to be a little bit more.
Like the G word needs to take effect a bit more, gentrification, you know? Yeah. People don't like it, but sometimes that's what needs to happen to get a neighborhood to become lively and vibrant and safe for people.
Although it is sad, like, it makes me sad that Parkdale's getting gentrified so much. Because, like, part of Parkdale's charm is how sketchy it is.
Right. And already there's more people now once you approach Yonge Street here.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's 2 o'clock. You can hear the bells at Old City Hall.
What's going in here? Just more shopping? Is it be adding on to the East Center?
They're going to build a little rooftop restaurant, I think, on top of the building. Or a rooftop patio of some sort, you know, with all the glassed in walls. Sort of similar to what they did up the street at the Dineen place. Is it a coffee place? Dineen it's called.
Oh, yeah.
They added that extra level on top.
That'll be fun when it's done.
They've been working on this for years.
I know.
Like years, just to build a 2-story addition on top of this old building. I think there's been lots of delays.
It's also like probably really hard to do construction on this part of, on this corner, because it's like Queen and Yonge. It's one of the busiest corners in the city. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can shut it down and like do the construction, right?
Right.
You kind of have to work around the traffic. So that plus like the regular construction delays that you get whenever you build something. Yeah.
Right.
I can see why it would have taken a while.
And there's an entrance into the Eaton Center. Jeez.
Jeez, that scared me.
He had to do that right when he was passing by.
You couldn't just not blare the horns. Or at least do it continuously so we can hear it coming.
Yeah. And there's Old City Hall.
Yeah, it's like ticket play money. I sold it. Yeah, like
See, here comes the sun.
I just felt a raindrop hit my head though.
Oh.
just now.
See, the clouds are going that way, and
Yeah.
the blue sky is that way. So the blue sky is coming towards us. Which is not excuse.
And here's Bay Street.
It's like, oh, well, she goes, it's supposed to rain on me.
And there's a look down into the financial district. Pardon me?
It's also quite common down there.
Yeah.
Most of the flowers there. Felt another raindrop. No. Stop.
Passing by the Sheraton Center. This is probably one of the ugliest parts of Queen Street here.
Oh, I know. This is hideous.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those 1960s buildings when they just had to build everything so gross, you know?
Yeah. Sort of makes you think you're walking through parts of communist, central Siberia or something,
Like just pure function and no form.
Yeah.
This is what happens. You got abominations.
And they used to have at least an interesting shop here, but now it's closed down.
It didn't survive the pandemic, right? Like that's why it didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Which makes sense because it was a tourist shop, so
Right, yeah.
there were no tourists the last like 2 years.
Yep. There you can see the Toronto sign. There's Osgood Hall across the street.
The what?
Osgood Hall.
Yes.
Can't really see it. It's all hidden behind all these trees and the big cast iron fence, but it's there. It's a very nice building.
We should go to like the gardens at Casa Loma one day and do a video there.
Yeah.
That would be a cool thing to do.
Take us so personal.
This is the Four Seasons Center for the Performing Arts. You can see some upcoming opera productions.
The Marriage of Figaro? That's my favorite opera. That's my favorite opera.
Yeah.
Like ever. Okay, we have to go see it. Please, that's my favorite one.
Time for you to call Felicity.
That's my favorite opera of all time. Can you just please come to the opera with me? Just for the Marriage of Figaro. Literally, I know every song in it off by heart, and it's Italian because I listen to it on constant replay. Like, that's how much I love it. Oh my gosh, please. It has the most beautiful aria in the history of classical music, like ever. Oh my gosh. Okay, you will not regret it. If you
I'm
go
sure
see it.
you and Felicity will have a wonderful time.
Okay, you like music. You enjoy music. This is the The Marriage of Figaro is the finest music that was ever written, ever. Like, it's widely acclaimed to be Mozart's best opera, and Mozart is widely acclaimed to be the world's best composer, like ever in history. Therefore, this is the pinnacle of music. Like the absolute, like you just don't get better than this.
I'm more of a Bach man.
Gosh. I mean, yes, I like a good Baroque symphony as well, but like the Marriage of Figaro, it's so good. The overture alone, like the overture will give you chills, like it will make your spine break out in goosebumps. That's how good it is. It's in February. Okay, we have to go see it. Please, please, please. Don't make me beg. I will beg.
Oh, look, it's the CN Tower.
I know your tricks by now. Sir, we should go see the Marriage of Figaro.
And the Canada Life Building. And here's University Avenue.
It's one of the shorter operas too. It's only like 3.5 hours.
Oh God. Only 3.5 hours.
Yeah, most operas are like 4 or 5 hours long. This one's a little bit shorter.
So hey, we're coming into the heart of Queen Street West. After you? Yeah.
I have Voy Queso Pete stuck in my head now.
Let's look down Simcoe Street.
Yeah. Did you know that when the Marriage of Figaro first came out, it was extremely controversial, and it was banned by the King of France, and it was banned by the Emperor of Austria, and by the King of Spain, and by the King of Naples because of its controversial content, because basically it's about a rebellion of the servants, and the servants just like take over the house, and it was like considered extremely controversial at the time because that was during the time of like, it was right before the French Revolution, like just a couple years before, and there was a lot of like anti-monarch sentiment and like anti-aristocrat sentiment among people, and people were getting tired of like the old medieval structure of like, you know, aristocrats and clergymen and monarchs getting all the wealth and being oppressed by the upper classes. And so there was this movement towards democracy at like all levels, like social and governmental. And so the Marriage of Figaro was basically an opera that like captured the sentiment of the time of this like anti-aristocratic anger, and it captured that and made it into a comedy. And it was considered like really fashionable, even like with the aristocrats, to go and see the Marriage of Figaro in secret because it was banned by the monarchs, right? So they would go and see it in secret, and that was like the cool thing to do. But it was extremely controversial at the time. Like that would be the equivalent of like today, like having a movie come out today that like challenges like I don't want to say wokeism, but like that really like challenges all, like goes back to like old stereotypes that would just like make people extremely angry. Like that would be the equivalent of something like that. Like, or like if Joe Rogan was allowed to like have his own movie or have a TV show, like people would go absolutely crazy. Like there would be such a backlash against it. But like the Marriage of Figaro was that controversial at the time. That's why it's like such and like the music is like amazing and the writing is gorgeous and like it's just so well done, especially if you like know it in the context of where it came from. But yeah, you would like it. It's a very good opera.
Yeah, too bad they're singing in Italian. I have no idea what they're saying.
Well, you don't need to understand what they're saying to get the gist of like what the opera's about.
You don't?
No.
It would just be a bunch of noise if you don't know what they're saying.
No, it's like you can just like if you see it as like going to see a concert, but with movement and costumes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? Like half the time when you go to a concert or like a loud rock concert, you can't understand a word they're saying either.
Yeah, but you
like,
kind of know already if you're a fan of the band, right?
Right, but like, but you go there like not to listen carefully to the lyrics. You go to hear the music and soak up the atmosphere. That's what the opera is too. You just go to hear the music.
Did you know that the Beatles' A Day in the Life was banned by the BBC when it came out on the Sgt. Pepper album in 1967?
Really? Why?
Because of supposed drug references.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, sissy.
Yeah.
Mozart and the Beatles have been compared to one another quite a lot, actually. Because like everyone says the Beatles are like is like the Mozart of our time, right?
Yeah, I think that's pushing it a bit, but yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think so. They had just as much of an impact on music and culture as Mozart had in his time.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, I love the Beatles, but I'm not going to make them out to be something more than they were, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess, but like they pushed the envelope in the same way.
Yeah.
Like I think the comparison comes from like Mozart. A lot of his music really pushed the envelope of what was established at the time. Like that was like Baroque music, which is like very harpsichord heavy and like has a lot of trills, and like Baroque music is very like complex and frilly and it's very complicated. But Mozart simplified it a lot, and his music was just loud and like banging and like very like layered. There's all these layers to it that didn't happen in Baroque music, so he very much like pushed the envelope of what was accepted at the time. So I think like that's where the comparison comes from. Not really so much as like talent, it's just influence.
Computer, I have only been looking one thing.
So this is sort of the corporate part of Queen Street West, I guess you could say.
Yeah, this is where like all the big box. Well, I guess they're not really big box stores.
Like the
but
chain stores, like
that's
mall type stores and
Yeah.
things like that.
that's
Not all of them, but quite a few of them, like Aldo up here, for instance, Foot Locker, stuff like that. But there's cool stores still remaining on this stretch here also. But most of those sorts of stores have moved further west, past Bathurst for the most part.
Yeah.
The kind of independent, super hip type shops that Queen Street was known for. But this place is cool.
Yeah, Blackbird.
Yeah. This has been here since the 90s at least.
Really?
I think so.
They used to be across the street. I remember
Yeah,
that.
they switched locations a
Yeah.
few times.
Yeah. I just always love that they're always busier than like all the chain clothing stores here, which makes me happy
Yeah.
that people are more interested in that.
And there's the Great Canadian Socks Shop across the street.
Yes, that's where I got your Toronto socks.
Yeah.
Except I got them like further down Queen Street.
Okay.
Down there.
That's the place that writes in chalk on the sidewalk, "Your socks are boring." So when you pass by the store, you see that.
That's funny.
And then you think, oh, dang, my socks are boring. I
I
need
get
some new socks. Oh, look, there's a sock store.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Yes. You're not wearing boring socks today.
No, I'm actually wearing some weird, colorful socks.
I love those. Did your sister get you those?
I think so.
They're so cool.
And here's Peter Street. There's the Mountain Equipment Co-op, or Mountain Equipment Company, whatever you want to call it.
And again, you will have to
Geologic open yet, or is it still? It's been closed since March of 2020.
Yeah.
Like they have not opened throughout the entire pandemic.
The Shreddies did put me in a good spot.
Oh well.
Shreddies are so good. And like, I'm less
If
hungry.
they want to basically
Right?
do themselves in, that's their choice.
That's a good way to do it.
Yep.
Lululemon. I never thought I'd say this, but I actually kind of want to go there. Not today, but like at some point, because I need to get like a sports bra for when I do yoga.
Yeah.
Because I realized that the reason that people wear those when they do yoga is because a lot of the poses, when you're like upside down and stuff, your shirt just like
All right.
like falls right down, and it falls down around your face. Like when you're in downward dog, if you're wearing a loose t-shirt, it like flops down around your face and you can't see anything, and it's annoying.
Right.
So I was like, first time I did it, I was like, that's why people wear sports bras when they do yoga. Now I understand.
Yep.
Makes sense now. So I need to get me one of those at some point.
Steve's Music Store. Yeah, I don't know. Can't even really go in to see because the music is playing in there. Yeah.
Also, they might get mad at you for filming in there.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Oh, it's popping back.
So yeah, Queen Street's pretty busy. There's the Horseshoe across the street, famous live music venue. And we got Muzak here. I'll just talk over it. I'll do my
They have Sailor Moon Vans now. Oh my god.
Sailor Moon what?
Vans.
Oh, okay.
For the first time in my life, I'm interested in sneakers.
Look at this phone.
Right?
Someone turned an old abandoned payphone into a piece of art. Yeah. And this is Spadina Avenue. This is probably one of the top 5 busiest intersections downtown, I would say, for people, pedestrian activity, and for traffic too. It's quite the busy hub, and also the streetcar has lines going along both streets here.
Kind of intersect.
Yeah.
Same with the college in Spadina.
Yeah.
But this is busy stuff. For sure.
And up there will be Chinatown. If you head north. What did you say?
It's not my fault you walk like a snail. That's funny. This place is good too, Frank's.
Yeah. Is it hot dogs? Yeah.
Yeah. They have veggie dogs. They have like that Beyond Meat. Veggie
Oh,
dogs.
okay.
Make it so it doesn't rust. That's probably like
And there's the Cameron House, another well-known venue.
I just noticed all the bugs on the wall. Have they always been there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, why am I just now noticing that? Oh, I love this very buggy. What's that? That would be a fun dress. It'd be fun to do like a really short dress out of that leafy fabric.
Oh, sorry, it's the other way. It's the other way. I was looking at it outside. No, I mean, like down. No, you go down. You're finishing your flight.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Where's that from?
I have to say that every time I see Circle K. That's from Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Is that a show?
It's a movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with
Oh, right,
Keanu
right.
Reeves.
Right. I have heard of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's strong. Average is. That's what it's
Flying around like
there's more than 8,000, I'm sure. Every team has like a minimum of 1,000.
Oh boy, sure.
And then
Like, if
that
you go to
doesn't
the
even
race.
include all the like companies that export their shit for them.
Well, it's like DHL, right? DHL.
Sorry. And here's the Java House. This place has been here as long as I can remember.
I know. I was just thinking that. It's been here for so long.
Yep. Way back to the 90s, as far back as I remember.
It's awesome when they last that long.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're gonna try these here. Alright.
All right.
Thank you. I got little, I've been making these like little beaded gemstone necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
So I just needed some like little findings. Like I made this. I mean, I bought the stone obviously, but like I put it on the little veil. So I've been just like doing that. And a lot of my old jewelry too, I've been like restringing and putting on different things. I've been making these little bar necklaces. Actually, I'll show you. It's probably not tangled, but like this little guy, like I made this.
Okay.
Little ruby beads.
Yeah, neat.
So just needed to get little findings for those. It's fun to be crafty. You can just make stuff. It's like you see stuff in stores and you want it, but then you're like, I can make it however I want. There's Happy's hole.
Oh yeah.
Jesse just called. He's on his way. He wants to come, but he thought it was at the old location. So it's like, nope. Hence the new one.
Yeah, isn't that the whole point
That's
of
the whole point.
the whole point of it being a new one?
Hence the new location. Oh, I'm so excited to see it.
Rosie's Burgers. I wonder how this place is, and if they have a veggie burger.
I'm sure they do. It's very unenlightened to like have a burger shop in 2022 and not have veggie burgers.
Yeah.
Like that is a travesty.
So here's Portland Street. And this is our destination right across Queen. So I'm going to start to wrap up the video. We made our way all the way along Queen Street from east of Yonge all the way here to Queen, Portland, to the new location of Happy Soul. So leave a comment if you enjoyed the walk, and be sure to like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also make sure you hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, via my merch store, and also via the new Super Thanks button, which has been recently enabled down below. And you can also find me on Instagram under K Continuum, and you can find Meghan on Instagram under Meghan Sandor if you're interested in checking out some of her dresses that she makes.
Literally just dressed up. That's my Instagram.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, we will continue.
Yes, we will.
And people are waiting for a concert. I
Already?
wonder who's
Who's
playing.
playing?
Yeah.